I thought I'd share a little bit more this morning about being a highly sensitive person, an HSP. But I'm also going to combine in that you could sometimes call yourself an empath because I think it's very similar. I don't believe that all empaths are necessarily HSPs or vice versa, but there's definitely some really similar qualities in the fact that we feel things very deeply. And maybe we feel those things in a slightly different way, but for the most part, it requires really high self-care. And we just have to live life so much more intentionally than someone who's not sensitive or an empath. Think about this. If we're taking in so much more deeper information and we're feeling it, we are more emotionally taxed. So we need less on our plate because we're going to take so much more in anyway. So it might mean that, we can't go to a party that night because maybe something was too emotionally taxing earlier in the day. Or it might mean, I've talked to some of my empath friends and I said, let's talk about this a bit. I seem to attract empaths as clients. And I know why, because I personally am an empath, very sensitive, an HSP, and I've had to create a life for myself that works for me and where I thrive. And it's not your typical life. It means sometimes I've got to go home after I've been out to replenish myself. I was talking to a friend the other day and she said, Kim, the other day, I literally could not bear going to the grocery store. I just knew I couldn't handle the other energies in the store. She was at her capacity. So it's really listening to yourself, listening to your body, and getting that decompression time, that replenishment when you need it. I notice at the end of the day, after I've seen people, I need to shower. I need water. It's as if water cleanses me and cleanses everything, the residue of the day. It might mean I need a walk. I need to just be outside. I need to do yoga. Oftentimes I need to exercise. I'm someone that needs to exercise every single day. And I believe I need to, I guess, work off the energies. And that's how I thrive. So if you don't pay attention, if you don't honor your sensitivities, then it might get fairly rough for you. And you might get really frustrated as a sensitive or empath, and you might even hate being one. That's typically what I find when I first start coaching someone who's an empath. They're in a place where they hate it because they're really not living a life to honor it. And once you start living a life to honor it, you'll actually begin to love it because we offer, a unique perspective. We offer depth. We offer compassion. And think about what is most needed in the world right now, I would say, is compassion. Compassion helps us unify. Feeling another person helps us realize they're human too. They're having a human experience too. And we don't know where they're at on their journey. Do they have wounds that they're carrying around that need to be healed so that they can love better and show up in the world better? Everyone is experiencing something based upon their life, their childhood, their personality type, their sensitivity or not. And so hopefully this just helps you really realize how you've got to listen to yourself, listen to your feelings, listen to your mood. What do you need today? Do you need extra care today? Do you need extra solitude today? Or do you need to reach out to a friend that understands you and you need to talk to them today? What do you need? And I'm saying today, but really it's what do I need in this hour? What do I need in this moment? That's the kind of delicacy, tenderness to offer ourselves because we're we're more soft. We feel things. We have to care for ourselves first. And when we don't, we really run down. And I just want to warn you that if you are an empath and you don't care for yourself, most likely you will develop some illnesses. It's just impossible to not care for yourself and not have consequences for that. I have to live a very intentional life so that I thrive and do not become ill. Areas that show up for me if I'm not caring for myself are I will have heart issues. I can have cystitis. I can develop all kinds of things. So I drink tons of water. That keeps me safe. I will feel well when I drink my water. I am vegan. It doesn't work for me to have meat and cheese. My whole system just wants plant-based foods, and that works for me. It makes sense as a sensitive to not eat meat. The sun got really bright here. Oh well. What else do? I just take care of me when I need to, and I don't apologize for it. So that is something that I notice among the new clients that I coach that are also sensitives or empaths. They're not accustomed to teaching everyone around them, their close circle, what they need, or they're too afraid to be different and say, hey, yeah, I'm not cool with watching that television show or that movie, but you can watch it. Go right ahead. I'm just going to go do something else while you watch that movie. That's how my household is. I have to guard myself from anything too violent or the news. No. I'm not completely ignorant of what's going on in the world. I allow myself to know quite a bit, but very careful who I let deliver it to me, and it's best I do not know details, especially if it's violence. That is the best case scenario for me because I'm going to feel it too deeply and it can really affect me. It's too much dark, energetic energy that I will take on. And that's what we do naturally because we are meant to transform people. We are meant to help heal people. In reality, empaths and sensitives are healers because we just do it with our presence. We take the pain of others and we feel it and we can transform it. So we have to be extra careful. Start doing rituals in the morning and at night. Rituals of protection, prayers of protection. If you're into crystals, if you're into the different essential oils, all from nature. What a beautiful thing to use to help protect yourself. I'm not as knowledgeable in those areas, but my partner is Antoinette, so we'll get her on here to talk about how you can protect yourself more and take care of yourself more. So we'll just kind of make this short and sweet. I'll do more videos about it because it just comes up really often. And if you're with someone or you have friends who don't understand your sensitivities, it's up to you to teach them. And it has to come from a place of confidence. This is who I am and this is what I need. So I find the people I coach, we have to build their confidence so they can say that. Because what I have found is when you're not confident in the fact that you're an empath or that you're sensitive and you need certain things throughout the day, every day, or to block yourself from certain things, if you don't carry confidence around that, people will trample all over you and they'll just not take you seriously and just kind of, especially the thinker types, they'll look at you like you're weird and crazy. People don't look at me like I'm weird and crazy anymore because I'm very confident about who I am as an empath and what I need. And I do not, I don't tiptoe around that. This is what I need. And the beautiful thing is now I just live my life and take care of me. It just becomes natural. But in the beginning, it's not going to be so natural, especially if you haven't been taking care of yourself and you haven't been standing up for yourself. It's not going to be as natural in the beginning. But I believe in you. You can do it. You really can. And of course, reach out to me if you have any questions. But also, for us HSPs and us empaths, that's also why I have a school. It's even more important for you to be grounded in who you are and to have tools to master your mind and learn how to navigate your feelings and learn how to communicate effectively. It's so much more important for you because you really need to be able to convey these things to the world and keep yourself safe and healthy in the process. So I'd love it if you check out our school, Heartwork U, and check out the courses there. There's a great opportunity for you to, there's a plane overhead, to take some courses, and it's only $50 a month membership right now, so access to all kinds of ways to become empowered and thrive. So I hope you take me up on that. All right, it's been great talking to you. See you later.